Today at Home with Miss Joan, we're going to do a little Q&A. Jordan, my daughter, she's come up with 10 questions that the most ones that y'all ask us. And she's going to ask them to me, and I haven't seen the questions. So this may publish, and it may not. We'll see. But anyway, she didn't want me to look at them ahead of time. She just wants me to fire away with the answer as she asks the question. And also, she tells me that she's going to put some of my bloopers on the video. So stay and see what kind of mess we've been making while trying to film all of these recipes and fun times with At Home with Miss Joan. Well, that one's easy. I started it because I wanted to help someone. I retired a few years ago when I was very active and very busy and felt like I was contributing to society. I don't know if I was or not. But when I got home, I thought, oh, Lord, what is my new focus? How can I help somebody? And I just felt led to do a YouTube channel to help those that might want to learn Southern cooking, down-home ways, and just a lot of people don't have a mother or a grandmother that could help them. And so I thought, well, I might could reach out and help some folks. So that's why I just basically want to help people with whatever video we put out there. Back when I was real busy, I used to do some just little women's meetings. We'd have a women's conference every year, and I always enjoyed teaching a class at it. And my love is organization, and so I would teach a lot of classes on organization, and then we taught a cooking class, and I don't know what all. And so some of that, you have to haul a lot of stuff to go to these conferences to set up, and just because I'm a hands-on person, I want a lot of visuals. And it would take days and days to set up, and I thought, well, if I could just teach some of that from home on YouTube, all my supplies are right here at home. I don't have to haul it anywhere. And so that's part of it too, is I just wanted to do something from home where all my stuff is, and that's where I feel the most comfortable. I would think if my mama was living and you asked her as a teenager, and my brothers is liable to chime in on this too and say no, because I was known for putting my dirty clothes under the bed so I could jump in the car and go somewhere, or I was known for if I had to wash dishes to, oh my goodness, one time me and my friend Gloria, we hid the dishes in the washer and the dryer. It was on a Sunday, and we knew my mama did not believe in washing clothes on a Sunday. So we put the dishes from Sunday dinner in the washer and the dryer so we could wash them later on that night so we could get in the car and ride around like teenagers did back then. So was I always organized? No. But when I kind of more grew up, and Ricky, my preacher, my husband, he was a pastor for 40-something years, full-time pastor. And we were so busy, and a lot of times I was juggling home life, a job, and trying to help him all I could in the church. So I knew that I had to get my act together and get organized. Now, I've loved it. I love it just about more than anything. But you asked me, had I always been organized? No, I was a messy kid. I was a mess, okay? I needed help. Now I love to help others. Not like. What is it? You tell me looking at me, you like everything.
Grits.
Oh, I can't eat grits, that's right. They make the top of my mouth itch. If people want to know the truth, it makes my ears, makes me want to claw my ears, so I guess I'm allergic to them. So no, I don't eat grits. If we're out at a breakfast place and they want to throw them grits on that table, I'll say, please, can I just have some sliced tomatoes or something? Yeah, you're right. I like grits as growing up as a kid. I can't eat them.
Chocolate fish.
Oh, hush. Oh, I don't know if you people will remember that, but when we go to a restaurant out to eat, I like to get something different. My daughter sure is the same old thing, and my husband does too, and I get something different. So we was at, can I call the name of the restaurant? Okay, we was at Red Lobster several years ago. If you remember, what was that called, Jordan? It was on television.
Food Network Star.
Food Network Star. And if they won the Food Network Star, then their recipe got put in the Red Lobster. So we were there and opened up the menu, and it said the network, whatever, they had that available. and it was chocolate fish. Was it white chocolate? Yeah, white chocolate fish. Now, I'm not talking about whoever made up that recipe, but it don't, white chocolate and fish don't go together. Well, you know, it costs us a good bit of money to go out to eat, and here she had her plate of coconut shrimp. I know what she's going to order. And Preacher had his salmon. And here I got my white chocolate fish. They laughed at me because that's what I ordered, and I'm known for getting something new. So that cooked my goose that day. I don't want no more chocolate fish of no kind. Now, you may like it, but I hate it. Wasting my money. Oh, man, you get me started to talk about my mom, and I'll talk all day. My mom was one of the kindest people I ever knew. She loved everybody. And she'll say, Joan, if you can't say something nice about somebody, then don't say nothing at all. A lot of times I just went around not saying nothing at all. But anyway, she'd say that over and over. So we around here, we miss her very much, and we can hardly speak her name without cheering up. She left a legacy of strong Christian influence. She raised us in church. She raised us to love the Lord. And everybody I knew liked her. I never heard anybody speak any ill will about my mother. She was just a wonderful person. I was so blessed to have her as my mom. Her and my daddy waited. It was 8 years before they had me. And they wanted a baby really bad. And then they were blessed with Miss Joan. Oh, yeah, okay. I can tell you that. That's easy. When we first started pastoring a church, and there'd be a whole group of people standing around, and I learned that everybody was saying, Pastor, preacher, preacher, and his head would just pop around real quick to see what they wanted. And I'd be standing in the crowd, and I'd be saying, you know, Ricky, and it just keep right on going. And if I'd said, preacher, well, that head would turn around because he thought it was one of the church members, and he'd need to get an answer to them real quick. And so that just kind of hung on. Around home, I was teasing him and everything. And I'd say, hey, preacher, even though it'd just be me and him there, and his head would turn around real quick. So that's kind of how he got that name. I still call him that all the time. Junk store. I know she teases me, but I love to go junking better than anybody you've ever seen. You know, she took her daddy, if you watch that video, to Washington for his 70th birthday. And that was expensive, too. And I'm just 67. I'm just a spring chicken. Well, I told her, I said, now you got to give me just as nice of a trip when I turn 70. And she said, well, where do you want to go? I guess I'm not a big world traveler, or haven't seen very many states. I've just always been so happy just wherever we are. But I love to go junking. So I told her, I said, you got to spend just as much money as you spent on your daddy taking me junking when I turn 70. I'll let y'all know if she does that. But really, you really want me to pick a place?
It's up to you.
Oh, I've always thought I would like to see, I can't say it, Hawaii. Hey, is that it? I said it right. Hawaii.
Now you didn't.
Hawaii. That sounds like a romantic place to go to, but I don't know if I'll ever get there or not, and it don't bother me if I don't. But that might be a place. Now, my daughter, who's been to 15 countries, she can spout out where she wants to go next, just like that. Bang, 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 bang. But me, not so much. I'm a homebody, I guess. I wish you'd told me these questions ahead of time. I might have thought of a real nice place to go. I guess. Yeah, I guess. I've always liked to talk. I love to meet people. No matter where we go now, I'm going to find out who you are and probably all of your business before I leave. When we went to Texas this summer, and my brother, he and I'd be going into a store, and there'd be somebody washing the parking lot or whatever he's doing, working there, and I'd just stop and talk to him and just start up a conversation. And my brother would drag me by the arm when we get in the store, and he'd say, Joan, you don't just go around talking to everybody like that out here. Well, I bet they do too. But everywhere we go, I just like to talk to people. I don't know. I love people. I guess that's what if you want to put a label across me, she loves people. And I can always think of something to say.
Weren't you voted like most something in high school?
I forgot what it was. Wittiest? I don't know. We'll have to look in the annual. Whew. What have I learned? I've learned it's a lot of work. I have a whole new appreciation for all these other people out there that's got YouTube channels because, whew, even if you're just making a little 5-10 minute video, that sounds easy. But it's not. You've got to think about your surroundings. You've got to have everything ready. People don't want you to just drag around taking too much time. My daughter tells me that they won't listen, they won't watch you if you just go too slow. But really, I have learned that it is a whole lot of work. There's a lot of stuff that she does that's editing and proofing stuff, and you gotta think about your lighting. And I know that some of you don't like the glare on my glasses and just all sorts of things, but I have learned that it's a blessing because I have met a lot of good people out there too. I've got a few, I've done adopted them as one of my girls. Just, you meet a lot of nice people. I've met a lot of nice people through that recovery from my knee surgery video that I did. A lot of people scared of that surgery, and I hope that, like I said, I want to help somebody. I hope that calmed them down, helped allay their fears that they can do it, but it is not easy. And just, I don't know, I've learned a whole lot this year. I sure have. Oh yeah, and something else I learned was that Jordan can cover up a lot of goofy looking things with them boxes where she writes these words in. And I'll tell you what happened. We were doing our Washington, D.C. trip video. I think there's 4 of them videos. The last one. You know, the last one, she was going to give her fancy packing tips where she packed all of us in a matchbox, and that's how we had to travel. But anyway, we're standing over at the buffet, and she's telling her packing tips, and I'm going to give a few of my packing tips, or a few whining because I didn't like her packing tips. But anyway, the whole time we were filming that video, and I didn't even know it. I'm standing there, and I'm just scratching. I'm just telling my part of it while she's talking, and the whole time there's something in my britches. But I didn't know it. I didn't know I was scratching like that till we went to watch. You know how you sit down and watch it, preview it when it was over. And I had ruined the whole video scratching my side. And so I learned that she can make these. What'd you write across that, Joan? She made some kind of long block.
A long block of packing tips.
Yeah, it said, our packing tips. And she made a long block and covered it right over where I was just scratching away. Covered it up, and unless you know to look for it, which now some of you may want to go back and look for it, you can see just a little bit. But she covered it up, so them long boxes, and like right now, I'm telling her that if she does this video, how about putting me one of them long boxes right here, because I tell you what's true. But yeah, you can cover up a lot of sins with them boxes that people pastes in them videos. That's something I've learned this year. We had a pretty good funny moment this morning. We was filming what was that? Chicken meatballs, yeah. And Jordan, who is behind the camera, my daughter, she sneezed real loud, and we got tickled. And I just said, well, that's okay. I'm mixing up the meatballs. We're just gonna have a little extra sauce in the meatballs. She went, Mother! I'm sure that got cut out, but we just. Something funny all the time. I mean, there's been times when she'd make me do something over and over. Over here at this china cabinet last Christmas, we was trying to show tips of how you could store your china 2 or 3 sets back to back. And she had me behind that glass over there, and I was talking and doing it. She's shaking her head that wasn't right, and I was talking and doing it. Finally, I come out from behind that glass, and I lowered the boom on her. Needless to say, we didn't show that in the video either. And when we first started, I could not remember, I still can't remember to say, would you like the video? Would you share it? Would you, subscribe? So she would take big old signs, like she's standing there with the camera and I'm looking at her, but there's a sign that says subscribe. There's another one that says like. What's the rest of them? Share. Yeah. She would have all of that, and I'll just have to read. That's a picture we ought to insert here if we can find one. But anyway, we've had a lot of fun, haven't we? Just cutting up and learning, and you know, I just want to help somebody, so it don't matter to me how big it grows or whatever, just so it touches the right person. I had made it out to be some big booger, but it's not. Whew. Don't you hate it when people eat on the camera? We got to start over and messed up our bread. Don't we? Today we're going to make a wonderful pudding out of this guacamole tip here. And it's going to be one like you've never seen before. And my head's got off.
Okay, we'll back it up to
We're going
the
to start off with this leftover
paper towel
guacamole
area.
that we had left over from lunch today. And we're going to add a little sugar to it, maybe a couple of eggs. Crushed nether wafers or anything like that, old biscuits, whatever you got. And we will have us a jam up pudding that you can serve to anybody you want to that's coming up for the holidays. And this is at home with Miss Joan.
That's funny.
That's funny. So good. Right home at, hey Jordan, right here. You gonna be able to cut this out?
Yeah.
At home with Miss Joan is so good. Right there. But my family likes it just a little bit chocolatey. Oh, can't say that word. How would you say that? A little bit chocolatey. Hey, my daughter's gonna have a jam dandy time trying to delete this out of the ice cream video.
More chocolatey.
That's it. Won't I do that, my school teacher daughter? I hope this will be a blessing to somebody from At Home with Miss Joan. This is the most moist cake that you can imagine. It is so good. And now, she's wanting you to do something. I'll cut this part out. Yeah, just walk forward with your camera.
I didn't.
Look down to the cake. Even squirted some caramel on it. That was delicious. And we've done this form. Please don't open that. It's running. I'm going to show you how to make.
Oh, looks like something at Halloween coming out of the pot that I have stirred here at home with Miss Joan. I hope y'all can see this and I don't look like just a fool because there's a lot of smoke coming out the top.
And okay, I'm getting the extra off of here. And I can see, watch, I've shot a wad there. Y'all see it? Probably because the doorbell rung. I'm going to have to stop right here and see who's at the door. I'll be right back. So here you go, and it's called fajita chicken. You learned that right here at Home with Miss Joan.
Would you like, subscribe?
Oh, heck. Yeah. Ready? I can reach. Don't say anything, sorry.
Go ahead. I can reach.
You went in on top of that black pepper. That's what you did. We're going to have a little extra juice in this. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
And your last question.
Oh, good. We made it to 10. Hot dog. Well, I'm like every woman around. I'd like to lose about 50 pounds this year. I want to lose it all the first week in January and get it over with, okay? Y'all stay tuned and see if I get that done. Oh, I'd like to make some more videos. First, stop and think, will this help somebody? What did you say the question? My goals?
For your YouTube channel and yourself.
Oh, for my YouTube channel and myself. Yeah. I had this goal last year, and I've met a lot of it. I want to still get to know more and more of my neighbors. I mean, know them better, not just, hey, how are you, and on the street passing. And I've been doing that this year, and I've loved getting to know my neighbors better on a more personal level. Study my Bible more. In fact, I got a wonderful Christmas present. Jordan bought me Tony Evans, how do you call it?
Commentary?
Bible commentary. So I am looking forward to reading in that this new year. So I want to read my Bible more, learn more about the Lord. He's what makes a difference in all of our lives. All right, girl. You said that we just had 10 questions.
We did.
Okay.
Did you say your channel, what your goals were?
For the channel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you usually tell me what my goals are. Do I have a choice? I mean, she's real bossy about this channel. She keeps me, like, moving forward. And I have to thank her for that, too, because she does all the editing and just the uploading and all kinds of stuff. But I do want to expand it more this year. I would love to get in more of the home organization stuff. That's kind of hard for me to figure out just exactly how to film it. But I love every room in this house. I love for it to be organized. I love to be able to find my stuff within a matter of minutes when I'm looking for something. I appreciate this video. She caught me up here by the fireplace and we tried to put on the most slimming outfit that I could find. You could see we didn't hit that goal. And she says, Mother, we're going to do a Q&A. It's time you answer some of these questions. And so that's what we tried to do today. And I hope this helps some of you. And just keep asking us the questions. Sooner or later, we'll come back with an answer. And I have enjoyed talking to y'all right here from At Home with Miss Joan.